I am interested in your career as a professor, and I wanted to know when you started teaching, what you taught, and the type of students you had, and what you enjoyed most about the experience.
Those are great questions. Thank you. I started teaching in 1973, and it was at a state college in Massachusetts. And then in 1979, I left there and I came to a small liberal arts college in Tennessee. And they were very, very different experiences. In Massachusetts, my students were almost all working their way through college. You'd find people sleeping in between classes in the lounges. Almost nobody was residential. There were a number of people returning to school. At that time, a number of Vietnam vets. In fact, my very best students were Vietnam vets. Especially in the night classes that I taught, I had the experience of a number of students who were older than I am, and so that kind of experience. And then I came to this college in Tennessee, which serves students from elite backgrounds, and almost nobody was working their way through school. Women who were fashion plates, and just totally different experience. But what really engaged me in both places was the opportunity to help people to clarify the assumptions that they live by. Had they really examined these? Were they just mouthing what they had picked up in the process of growing up? Or had they really had an opportunity to make them conscious, reflect on them, and evaluate whether this was something that they really wanted to hold on to? And in the process of doing this, also to be listening to people with very different experiences and backgrounds, different perspectives and positions, and to learn from those people. Can't say I was always doing it well, but that is what really fed me in the process. And it's carried over very easily into my life now as a publisher, because our desire is to have exactly that kind of process happening through books. And it's been a great opportunity for me to continue with the parts of my prior career that I really loved, that really fed me.
So can you describe a moment, a single story or a single moment in time when you felt it came full circle, the work you're doing as a publisher with the work that you've done as a scholar and a teacher?
I would say in our last anthology, Shifting Balance Sheets, that was coming together. My life, my prior life as a teacher and scholar, and now as an editor and publisher. Instead of having the direct engagement in the classroom, you're doing it through the manuscripts, but you're having these manuscripts come in. It's just this wonderful thing when you have a new submission, and looking at it and finding this voice that's very different than any of the other voices that you've gotten, and that voice it has that ring of authenticity to it. And that's what, in the classroom, you're trying to help people get to, is that point of authenticity. And so then to get those contributions that are really coming from that place. And so it's so much less important what is the position that they are articulating, but it's that you can feel the authenticity of it, that pure sound that's coming.